is central to exchanging best practices, sharing technological know-how, and financing the transition. Decision makers need a bold vision and comprehensive approaches, such as an African Green Deal, to turn the possible socio-economic benefits of sustainable development into lived reality for all Africans.
Yeah, good morning, everyone, and congratulations to every changemaker that have been accepted to this program. And a big congratulations to you. I can see people joining from different countries, from different regions and Africa. Yeah, I want to see that greetings and congratulations in the comment section as we're about to start today's information and opening ceremony. My name is Emmanuel Olaoluyo, and I am going to be leading to this session. And we also have a guest speaker in our midst today. And thank you very much for joining us, Madam Chinere. And we are so delighted to have you on this call. Today's session is quite going to be very interactive and very informative. And I want each and every one of you to pay rapt attention to every information that are being shared into this session. And also feel free to use the Q&A session to ask your questions. And these are going to be well attended to. I mean, in details, they are going to be attended to. But I will quickly say this: if there is anyone on this call that you are yet to rename your display name in the right format, and the instruction that we were given by the project team is we should have our country name as our first name. So it's very easy for you to do, and it's something you can just get done easily. I can see a lot of people, a lot of Kenya innovators. We have a lot of people joining from Malawi, Nigeria, different part of Africa. So if you are on this call and you have not renamed your display name, please ensure you do that right away. It's very, very important you do that right away. And yeah, I think before we move on with the session, and if you require any aid or assistance getting that done, all you just need to do is to click on your name, and you are going to see, maybe you are joining with your laptop, you see more, then you see rename. And if you are joining with your phone device, you can just click down on your name and you will see rename. So let's this start. It's very, very important. Let's each and everyone on this call get that done now. Very, very important. And once again, a very good morning to you, Paul, and congratulations to each and everyone on behalf of ADEV Africa. We want to say a big congratulations to each and everyone that have been selected. And so, yeah, a lot of people applied, but just few were selected and onboarded for this program. And I want to say that it's very, very important for each and everyone to make due use of this program because it's a very rare opportunity. I mean, a very rare opportunity which you are having to be part of this cohort of the Sustainable Energy Accelerator Program. Yeah, before we have our guest speaker come on board to speak to us, and thank you, I can see each and everyone, Adama, and I can still see some people that are yet to rename that display name. Carlos, you can please do that. Joel Shedrack, ensure your display name is in the right format. And talking about the Sustainable Energy Accelerator, it's a very unique program which is designed to catalyze the development of sustainable energy solutions across Africa. And these solutions are not just focused on solar, because when people hear about renewable energy and maybe sustainable energy, what comes to their mindset is solar energy. No, that's a list of what we are going to be doing on this program. We are going to be innovating in line to energy system, energy storage and management solutions, clean cooking technologies, and different in line to sustainable transportation, digital and smart enabled energy solutions. These are things which you are going to be well exposed to in this program. But before we introduce a guest speaker for today, I think I would just like to take from one or two people what actually spurred you to apply for this program. What do you look forward to gain from this program? And the modality of you answering a question here is you getting to raise your hand. You get to raise your hand if you want to speak. So we can the programs team are going to grant you permission to speak. So what actually spurred your interest in applying for Sustainable Energy Accelerator, and what do you look forward to learn in this program? So I just want to take one or two comments, and I would like to see who is going to go first, and definitely if that person is going to be my first winner of my gift. Oh, I can see Buka from Nigeria and Kelvin from Kenya. So let's take you first. Please, you can unmute your mic and speak. Buka, just in 1 minute, tell us what spurred your interest to apply for this program, and what do you look forward to gain from this program. You can unmute your mic, Luca.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel. My name is Bukar Mohammed Atiaye from Nigeria. I work in the non-profit sector as a general, specifically in the peace building context because of my locality, which is Yobe State, suffered from the insurgency and all. So my motivation and the main reason why I got interest in joining this program is that firstly, I am very passionate about anything that relates to our future and prosperity. And on seeing what this program entails, I already told myself that this will definitely be a right place for me. Because over these years, I have just experienced, just from last year, how sustainable energy, how limitless are the opportunities in sustainable energy. Because of the vandalization of our electricity system in Northeast Nigeria, I and my family ventured slightly into getting our electricity or supply from solar energy, which I was able to power my house, my refrigerator, and other things. Then a friend of mine also introduced me to how he is venturing into renewable energy, where he ventured into a project he called Waste to Wealth. When he told me about that project, I browsed and I saw there are, the opportunity in the sustainable energy sector is just limitless. So that very much encouraged me and gave me the passion to be in this program. So, and what I think I will be learning and what I expect from joining this program is that limitless opportunity I am seeing. I want to get exposed to that, especially with your brief introduction here, talking about not just solar energy, talking about the digital era we are into and how we can venture into that. Talking about a lot of opportunities in the sustainable energy sector, not just the solar. I am very, very much looking forward to that. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yeah, Buka, that's so amazing, and we are glad to have, and that's very impressive. And yeah, definitely that's which I can assure you that you are going to have a very good time when it comes to getting more knowledge in line to sustainable energy. And we have a whole lot of experts. I can also tag them as mentors that are going to be coming on board that you can dwell on and learn from. Okay, can we have Kelvin? Kelvin, please unmute your mic and speak. You can unmute your mic and speak.
Yes, thank you very much, Emmanuel, and all the cohorts who made to this first cohort of C. I want to congratulate you. My name is Kevin Maino from Kenya. I work as a director of a local self-help organization called Rococo Community Self-Help Organization. And personally, I'm passionate about African maneuvering towards energy, especially for the youths, because as we speak today, Africa and especially in Kenya, energy penetration and especially clean energy is still something that is quite unachievable. Most of the households today still depend on mainstream electricity, which is very unreliable and highly costly. And those who are not well up economically cannot even afford the opportunities to get that electricity. So energy sector in Kenya and Africa is still a problem. And that is what motivated me to join this accelerator program so that I can learn and develop proper models that can make access to energy, especially to rural communities. We understand that today, everything, even the policies of the governments are pro-digital. People are supposed to actually onboard on digital platforms, but these platforms requires energy to power them. Now, what is the best solution that you're going to create so that each and every person can access cheap and safe energy in our communities? So from my personal experience and from where I sit now, even my laptop is being powered by solar, but in a more innovative way, in such a way that we can share this energy, because we'll find out that few privileged people who can access this solar energy in a community, they install it to an excess of what they can consume. Now, our question is, are we able to share this energy with the less privileged in our community so that we can onboard them? So my being in this program definitely gives me an opportunity to share a platform and understand better and develop better models for energy that is going to be sustainable, especially onboarding the youths throughout the program. Thank you.
Wow. That sounds so awesome and, very impressive, Kevin. And I'm so glad that in so many ways you've been trying to also adopt the renewable energy system. Okay, we'll just take one more, and let's take Ernest from Zimbabwe. Ernest, you can unmute your mic as we also get to prepare to welcome our guest speaker. Thank you. Over to you, Ernest. You can please, just in 1 minute. All right, you can go ahead.
It's okay. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. It is my pleasure to be on board for this important program on sustainable energy, on renewable energy systems. My name is Ernest Mando. I'm from Zimbabwe, actually from Zimbabwe. What motivated me to be part of this important program? It's because Africa in general and Zimbabwe in particular is significantly switching or it's experiencing a transition towards renewable energy systems, but it's something which is more of work in progress. So this program will therefore be an important platform for me to mix and mingle with professionals from various areas in the areas of sustainable renewable energy systems, and also try to quote one or two things and implement back home. Yes.
All right. Thank you, Ernest. Okay, without leaving anyone behind, I will just allow Oluwa, please, just in a minute, because we need to bring up our guest speaker. She has a lot of engagement for. Just Oluwa, can you speak?
Okay, thank you so much for giving me the privilege to speak. For me, I saw the advert, and for me, the word that caught my attention most was that word accelerator. So I was like, wow, because I started having spent like a year in the UK, and I saw so much on energy, what Europe was doing. I was like, wow, I have to come back to Africa and we need to get moving. And something says, stay back and I said to myself, if I stay back, I might lose the opportunity. This is the time to kick in Africa. So when I saw the flyers about electric vehicles, every EVs, clean cooking, away from solar, I was more than like, I need to just get on this program. And even though I applied as early as March when it came out, I said to myself, I just put it in. I was like, let's wait. And I was so impressed that right on May 1st, I got this congratulations. So for me, I look forward to getting the way to accelerate our dreams as Africans to develop Africa, because it's not just about looking for opportunities, people running away from Africa. There's a lot of opportunities when it comes to sustainable energy. And that was why I said to myself, I need to just be on this to see how I can accelerate all my ambitions, putting all my loose ends together and see what I can do as a person to further energy transition, even as a woman. Thank you very much. For the younger generation.
Yeah. The last part which you mentioned, that even as a woman, and I can say that at this current moment, we have a lot of women doing excellently well when it comes to the aspect of sustainable energy. And these are people that definitely we also have access to through this program. And definitely you have a direct mentorship. Well, during the information session, I will get to share more about that. And without taking much of our time, as we already have our guest speaker on this call this morning, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Madam Chinere. We are so grateful to have you on this call. And briefly, I'm going to read her profile. She is an energy professional, a versatile commercial lawyer with over a decade experience, and is currently a managing associate and team lead power and infrastructure practice, Olaniwu Ajayi LP, where she provides legal and business advisory services to clients within the energy sector, particularly in the renewable energy space. She's an entrepreneur who's passionate about energy transition and achievement of the SDG 7. This includes education, training, mentorship, and economic empowerment through promoting affordable energy access and energy security. And this morning, we are so blessed to have Madam Chinere Ajayi, who's going to be giving us the keynote speech in this opening ceremony. Good morning, Madam Chinere. We are so blessed to have you on this call this morning. Hello, good morning. Your mic is muted. If you can hear me. So while we wait for her to unmute our mic, we just want each and every one of us to keep engaging. Yeah, you can also drop, let me check the comment section if anyone dropped a comment in line to their expectation and reason why they joined the program. I want to see, okay, I can see a comment from Ernest, Zimbabwe. Sustainable renewable energy is the way to go in addressing climate issues. Hence, my interest in this program. This also lies within my research interest as a PhD student. Oh, amazing, 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 amazing. Yeah, okay. Someone said, please to everyone who has possibility of to record this conference. So when you go to ADEV Africa, when you go to our YouTube platform, you always see the video. It's been streamed live on YouTube. So you can get to watch the video over and over again. Yeah, definitely. But I can see some people using AI note taker. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Then definitely you can also share with your colleagues. I also want to see if there is anyone that has dropped a comment in the comment section. Okay, my expectation. Okay, this is from Hussein from that's Kenya. My expectation are to learn more about the innovative energy sector and how to adapt and innovate. Oh, thank you. We can hear you now. Good morning.
Apologies. It's reading heavily here, and The network appears to be very bad, but it's one of the reasons why we need sustainable energy, right? So,
Absolutely.
right. So, thank you so much, everyone. Kindly confirm that you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you perfectly.
Okay, so I guess you've introduced me already. My name is Chine Ajayi, and it's my pleasure to be here, and a big, big congratulations to everyone who has made to this program. I'm sure it must have been a rigorous process applying, and well done. And it just speaks to your, your passion. I think I heard a number of people speaking about how passionate they are about sustainable energy and, the wonderful ideas you all have. And it just speaks to your passion for you to go through the process and you are here. So once again, congratulations. And I must say that it's a very big feat for you all. So just before, just getting started, I'm sure we all know what sustainable energy is. We also have some background knowledge, but the key thing about sustainable energy, of course, is usually used interchangeably with clean energy, right? But most importantly is the fact that a sustainable energy is an energy source that that allows us to use it for today and also, gives room or provides for the future. And that's one of the very key features of sustainable energy. The fact that we are not just talking about the now, but we're using energy in such a way that, preserves the future in terms of energy sources, in terms of the environment, for the children, our generation yet to born. And the idea around, this program, like we all know, is to provide you with the right skill that you need. Sustainable energy is a sector that is gradually evolving with so many opportunities. We can go on and on and on. And it is so important because we know that right now, the world is suffering from global warming. We see a lot of disasters, around the world that is born out of, the negative effect of climate change, from desertification to flooding to, to inconsistent weather patterns. We can go on and on and on. And that's why you are here. And there's nothing as beautiful as being a solution provider, meaning that you have something to offer to solve this problem. And although there have been arguments about the fact that Africa contributes very minimally to the impact of climate change, but the truth remains that the most of the consequence or impact of climate change is actually felt by Africans. And so it's important that, we all begin to do something about it. And most importantly is the fact as well that, the atmosphere is universal, right? And whatever goes into the atmosphere in one place can affect, other people living thousands or millions of miles away. So again, you all have something to offer. And I'd like to say, for the fact that your idea, because I'm sure you all have ideas as you come into the program, the fact that your idea is similar to that of another person shouldn't make you feel like you want to withdraw or you want to change it. We have over, according to the World Bank, we have over 600 million people in the world, even Africans, right? If I'm not mistaken, that do not have access to electricity, that don't have access to energy at all. And that's totally outside those who have electricity but are very unreliable and not sustainable. So it means that the market is really, really wide, and there is so much that you can do, and there is so much that you can offer. And thankfully, this accelerator program offers a wide range of opportunities, from renewable energy, right, to clean cooking, to energy efficiency, to smart grids, to mini grids. So there is no limit to what you can conceive under this program. So I want to encourage every one of you, if you're here, let loose your mind, imagine, think, what can I do to solve a problem? And the best way to start is to look around your environment. What is most important? What is that thing that is needed, right? And what solution can I provide, right, to help solve this problem? And it's important to know that, speaking of the opportunities are enormous. I, in particular, just to give a little bit of background, I'm a lawyer. And as I started my career, I was like every other commercial lawyer out on the streets. But at a point, I became very concerned about energy access, because I grew up in an environment where, we had to use lanterns, we had to use, very small generators that could barely power anything. And it was very uncomfortable for me. And I felt like I can do something about this, right? I can do something about this. And that's what informed my decision to channel my legal expertise to the energy sector, right? So I get to do a number of, so in terms of policy, I advise on renewable energy projects, sustainable energy projects within Nigeria, where I come from, and across Africa and even outside the country. So I get to work with both financiers, project developers. So that is what I do. In fact, I have another aspect of me. I'm also an entrepreneur as well in the renewable energy space. So it just means that there are enormous opportunities, and what is most important is to find your niche. So I'll just try a bit to just spell out some of the opportunities, just to, to get you thinking, right? Because one of the things that you gain from this program is to help you fine tune your ideas, right? Because when it comes to solving a problem, what you need is much more than an idea. Okay, you need much more than an idea. You need the right skill, right? You need the right mindset, particularly mindset that's very resilient to challenge, because trust me, there'll be challenges along the way. And you also need the right leadership skill, because as you start on your journey to building your sustainable energy solution, you have to meet people, you involve, you're going to connect with different people at different points. You have staff, you have bosses. What is most important, you need to also develop your leadership skills. So you should look out for that during this program. Then you also need to develop your management skill, right? As an entrepreneur, or as a career person within this sector. And the good thing about sustainable energy is you can own your business, you can be an entrepreneur, but at the same time, you can also innovate in your workplace where you work. Perhaps you work in a sustainable energy company, or you work in an organization where there's nothing about sustainable energy. You can be the initiator of that. So don't be discouraged by the fact that this project requires a lot of money. You can initiate your ideas anywhere and any place. Okay, so you also have a lot of opportunity around the policy space, because as you know, that policy drives any form of economic development. Once we have the right laws, then once you have the right laws and policies, everything falls into place. Last year, or I think it was 2 years ago, China was recorded to have received the highest level of financing and investment for renewable energy. And why is that? They simply passed a law that encouraged, that provides some form of incentives to the renewable energy sector, and that was what was needed, right, to skyrocket, to heighten or multiply the investment rates in the country. And we see something similar in the United States of America. There's the Inflation Reduction Act that seems to provide incentives to renewable energy and sustainable energy sector. And you can see a lot of investment flow in that area. So you can begin to think in your country, if you're in the legal and policy space, what can I do, right, in that regard? Because just one policy is what is needed to drive development, right? Then you can also think around the financial space. Money is needed to move these projects forward. Some of you are here because of the grant opportunities that you likely get, right? So money is required, and I'm very certain that whatever funding that this platform is providing for you might be will be definitely insufficient to drive your ideas home. So you can begin to think of what other ideas can I, bring up to make energy access more affordable, to make project developers access funding, in the least expensive way. Okay, so we also have opportunity around the engineering space. You can innovate around creation of ideas, innovating machineries or systems. That is there. You can also have ideas around clean cooking. We can go on and on and on, right? But I wanted to think of, and the good thing about sustainable energy is that you can find an opportunity virtually in any field whatsoever. So I would encourage every one of you, open up your mind, right? Be very creative, right? And then leverage on your network. This is very, very important because it has helped me, in building my career over the years. And you have on this program, I can see about 74 of you, right? One of the things you need to do is build network. You might because collaboration is very important when it comes to building sustainable energy solutions. You may not have all the answers, right? You may all that you have may just probably be the engineering skill. You need someone with a financial skill. I might just find that person here. You need someone with the business or the entrepreneurship skill, you might find that person here, and together you can build a solution together. So I want you, as you go through this program seeking to learn, I want you to look out for opportunities to network, to collaborate, to build solutions together that that will impact your community or your respective countries, right? And finally, and most importantly as well, I want to say that give it your best. Whatever you do, give it your best. Don't be carried away by money. Although money is good, but what I just want to say, your learnings from here is much more valuable than any form of financial incentive that you get from here. So I will encourage everyone to maximize the opportunity, learn as much as you can, take advantage of the mentors that you have, ask questions, learn, right? And I wish you all the best. I guess I'll be seeing you later on along the program. And once again, congratulations. You are the heroes of Africa, right? Because you have the solutions that we all need. And I really look forward to your ideas. I look forward to helping you and supporting you in any way that I can. And you might as well also connect with me on LinkedIn. The name is Chinenye Ajayi, and then we can always talk. Please feel free to connect anytime, and as much as possible, I'll try to respond. Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for having me. And I wish I might have to drop off a little earlier because of I need to get back to a few things. But congratulations again, and super proud of you all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's good to have you. And with the last word you used, that I want each and everyone to go to the comment section and appreciate Madam Chinenye. I love that word, that you are the heroes of Africa, and the solutions that are going to be pioneered through you are going to be the groundbreaking solutions that are going to help us to foster sustainable energy in Africa. Please, let's celebrate her and appreciate. Let's show her some love. That wow, this 10 minutes that she has spent with us is just mind-blowing. Even myself, I was just like noting different points, and I believe each and every one of you should get to listen on those things, and definitely we are still going to have her again. She's one of our mentors, and which we can get to dwell with and also engage further with. And thank you so much for creating time this morning to be part of this session. Yeah, definitely. I understand that you have some other engagements. Yeah, I understand you have some other engagements. So at any time which you might want to leave, that's fine. So, but most importantly, each and every one of us, let's do something right now. I'm trying to get a LinkedIn profile, and I'm going to drop it, or if any of the programs team can, if you can lay your hands on Madam Chinenye's LinkedIn profile, please just drop it on the comment section, and everybody should get to engage. So I always tell people that when you are looking for a mentor, you are looking for a role model. It's not until you see them physically. You can study what they do. You can see the courses they've offered, see the associations or organizations they belong to, read the books they've read. Then you get to become like them. So you can get to study her very well and see, because definitely it might be very difficult for someone to have a one-on-one engagement with her. But please engage with her for that. Thank you so much, Madam Chinenye. And right about now, I'll just quickly present a brief information regarding the timeline of this program. I think that's the last thing we are doing on this session this morning. Then we take questions from each and everyone. And today might also be the last day that you're going to be seeing my face on this program. Definitely the other programs team are going to be handling the other sessions. So we are going to be taking, I believe every one of you downloaded the brochure that was sent to your email. There was a brochure, and brochure sent to your email, and I will just do well and share my screen with you so that you can see what are the things we are to expect, what are the things we are to work on, and what are the major activities of this program. And like I already mentioned, that there are diverse innovative projects which you can get to dwell on this program. And going straight, let me just talk more about the program structure, and I will come back to talk about the timeline itself. Talking about the program structure, this program has been designed to be 4 months for this year. Initially, it was 6 months before, but for this year, we are going to be running this program for 4 months, which is going to start from this month of May and span to the month of August. I believe each and every one of you have reviewed your calendar as well. And we are having some key things, which includes the advanced workshop series, the research and case study development, the energy innovation, which is going to be an individual activity. Then we're also going to be having the mentorship session, whereby you are going to be assigned per group to certain mentors across the various thematic areas of sustainable energy. And lastly is going to be the ideation and innovation process, because I know some of you already have innovations ongoing. Let me say you have an initiative at the moment, but you are looking at possible ways of you scaling it up, and why some of you just have these ideas, and when you see some, there are times whereby you get to identify some specific problem in your community, and you think, this should be happening, this should be done to solve this problem, and it's time for you to ideate and see how you can get to scale up those innovations and all. So the program is starting with the advanced workshop series, and that's going to span for the remaining Fridays in the month of May. I think I should just go to the timeline, and we all have this with us. And we're having the opening ceremony today. We are going to have the energy workshop series 10, 17, 24th, and 31st of May. And we're also going to complete the workshop series, that's the 1st of May. And definitely we are going to have an assessment that day. We are going to have an assessment. And also there's going to be a weekly task that will be given to each and everyone. And this can be in form of an essay, this can be in form of a quiz, and definitely you keep to your email. So for ADF Africa, one of the things we also teach people is, because we've seen a lot of youths that they are social media savvy, but they are very poor when it comes to email communication. I can't imagine if you are an innovator or you're a sustainable development enthusiast and you don't check your email regularly, and you attend programs, you want to attend conference, you want to be on global scenes, you want to be on global events, you want to win grants. These are things which you need to do. So one of the things we do at ADEF is we tend to improve your email culture. So for the first phase of this program, we are going to be communicating with you via email, and very, very important. We are going to be communicating with you via email, which is very, very important, and which will span to the end of the month. Then later, after the screening for phase 1, you are going to be moved to a WhatsApp group whereby you can have a close communication with each other. And the activities of phase 2 is strictly on the energy innovation research, and you are going to be grouped into different thematic sections regarding the sustainable energy, which you are going to have some research conducted between 1st and 16th of June. The format of this is going to be shared with you, and you're also going to be assigned to definitely your focus might be on maybe cooking technologies, and you are being assigned to a group on sustainable transportation. That also gives you more exposure, and it doesn't have to be a group which you have a major strength on. So you don't have access to deciding which group you are going to belong to. So as I'm also speaking, please, if you have any question, use the Q&A session, not the chat session. So if you have a question, please use the Q&A session to ask your questions. Then also, we are going to have the workshop series to present your innovation as a team. This is going to be between 17th to 7th of July. And between 1st of June to 15th of June, you have to work on your innovation proposal. So what do I mean by that? When it comes to the aspect of sustainable energy, what is that sustainable idea I'm coming up with? What is that scalable innovation I'm coming up with? So, and this has to be documented. That's why we call it a proposal. And this will be reviewed, and this is going to decide, this is going to determine your success moving to phase 3 of this program, where it's going to be the mentorship and the re-innovation phase. And one thing which we are very concerned about this program is to ensure that every innovations are being well developed, every ideas are well developed and implemented. So we want to see, yeah, definitely there's a part which we are going to have, we are still going to have an expert that is going to guide you when it comes to business planning, business sustainability, and you know how you can get to pitch your innovation. So you are going to have that, more of that in phase 3. So, and we're also going to be having a virtual conference, and it's going to cut across Africa. And that's where we're also going to be pitching our innovations, most especially the top innovators. And this program is going to end 30th of August. And that's going to be the closure of the program for every participant. And those who you also want to invite to be part of the next cohort, yeah, they can start applying from October, and which the next cohort is going to commence next year, January, not May. And that's just the brief of the program. And going forward, okay, let me just quickly say something about this innovation. And I believe you all have this document, and this speaks volume. So I might not need to really dwell more on it. So there are various, I think we have like 8 different sections. 8 different focus when it comes to energy solutions for this program. So it's not just, yeah, there are many great technology. It might even be a cold room storage facility in a maybe rural area, rural community, or maybe in line to water. So just, there are a lot of ideas out there which you can get to scale up. And I'm so happy with what Olaoluwa Kiton said the other time. When it comes to Africa, I even want to say it now because I'm more passionate about Africa, because a lot of foreigners are coming to invest in Africa. And not just to invest, some are coming to set up their businesses, projects in Africa, because they believe that, yeah, there are a lot of problems to solve in Africa, and they can get good investment, they can get good funding for it. So I promise you, and let's say we promise you on this program, that in as much as we have a scalable innovation, a sustainable innovation, there are a lot of funding opportunities you can get through your innovation. So even before you end the program, so these are things you keep having from the community managers, which they keep sharing with you, grant opportunities which you should apply to. So, and that's why I said it starts from phase 2, it starts from 1st of June. So you need to start putting those ideas together. What exactly is the thing which I want to do when it comes to this aspect of sustainable energy? So I think I should just round up with the other aspect, which has to do with the benefit of this program. Yeah, the benefit is very enormous. And I remember it goes beyond, even if we give, the benefit to this program is very enormous. And I want to say that one of the greatest benefits we are going to have through this program is your professional development. Yeah, we might not give cash, we might not give any specific money, but we are going to be giving you things that is going to sustain you beyond that money, which I think there was someone in 2022 in one climate program that we organized, and she ideated a solution through that boot camp. And through that solution, she has been to COP27, she has been to COP28, she has been to COIS, I think she was in COIS 17, 18, and a lot of internship opportunity which she has gotten just through a training, through a boot camp she attended, and she was able to ideate a solution when it comes to climate and environment. So this is one great opportunity which you are going to have. And when it also comes to the aspect of mentorship, like I earlier said, there are a lot of experts out there which we are going to be connecting with you. You are going to have connection with, and an easy connection, and you'll be able to relate. These are people that definitely, if you knock on their door, I'm not sure, some of us might find it very difficult to reach out to them. Yeah, you are going to have that great opportunity through this program. And also when it comes to your networking, I always like, when it comes to the aspect of education, when I meet people, the platform where I meet people, mostly people of like minds, are people that I'm learning with. So, and like minds, you are going to see people that are also innovating, people that have great aspiration, just like you do. And these are great opportunities which you are going to be having across Africa. So not just to one country, particularly in Nigeria, maybe Nigeria or maybe Kenya alone. You have people that you can connect with, and you can win together. Just like Madam Shine said the other time, yeah, partnership for the goals. You might look as if you are the only one doing the business now. Yeah, you can get to bring other people on board as co-founders or CTO or CO, whichever one, whatever you want to call it. So, and through this program, we are going to have immense visibility and recognition, and each and every innovation that are being ideated through this program are going to be pushed across global scenes, and which I believe the projects in for C are working on exceptionally. And like I said the other time, our trainings for this month of May is going to be the subsequent Friday. I think that's going, let me just check the date so that I can mention it. The dates are already in the program timeline, but I also like to mention it again. The next training series is going to be on the 10th of May, 17th, 24th, and 31st of May. So go and block that time and ensure that you don't miss it. Set a reminder now. Set a reminder now. A day before, 1 hour before, 5 hours before. Send a reminder now. 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. in the morning. We are going to be meeting with your facilitator each and every morning. So basically, I think those are the key information to share regarding this program. If there is any other thing, the project team are going to communicate with you, and they are going to provide you extensive information the more. I don't know if there are questions. Will there be any attendance follow-up? So from next week, yeah, definitely you are going to be taking attendance, because three things that forms your that contributes to your advancement to phase 2 from phase 1 is, one, your attendance and participation at the workshop series. Secondly, it's going to be your weekly assignment, then also your knowledge evaluation and assessments. So those are the three things, and yeah, there's going to be a record for it. So I would just like, if there are questions, you can use the comment section to drop your question. So the time for the workshop is going to be 10 a.m. GMT +1. GMT +1, please. For those who their time zone is GMT +3, that means it's going to be noon. Or if your time zone is GMT +4, that's going to be 1 p.m. in your country. So, but please note the time zone. It's 10 a.m. GMT +1. And you always receive emails ahead of your session. And if there are important information that needs to be shared with you, these are going to be shared as well. The programs team are going to share that. So please, I would prefer people to drop their questions in the Q&A session so that I can pick it up from there. If there are questions, does anyone have any question? Any question from me? Okay, I can see your hand, Ikegu. So I don't want to assume that you're asking me that question, well, but that's fine. If you ask, I'm going to answer. I want to answer a question that is very pertinent from Chancellor. I live in DRC, and if I could only help me with someone that can translate for us, because I know. So maybe what we are going to do is we can set the translation for the Zoom to French. So instead of us having in English, Chancel, I hope that's fine. Can you just give a thumbs up if that's fine, if that is okay for you? And if you can, I think that's the best way out for us. And or do we, I'm not sure we have anybody with hearing impairment. If we have, you can also signify. So okay, I'm seeing a comment from Christopher. All right, you graduate training from EM1 Energy Solution. I applied for this training. Okay. All right. So I think if there are no questions, to the person asking question regarding data subscription, I will just advise you do well and prepare yourself for the remaining 4 Fridays of this session. I don't think the data subscription which you want to use to learn should be a problem for you, sincerely. And I don't want to say more than that. Data subscription should be the least thing to be a problem for you. But if you have a problem for me when it comes to data subscription, you can reach out to me. But that should not be a problem for you, and that should not be a priority to say that. I just don't want to speak too much on that. And I believe that answers the real. I don't give out my mobile contact, sorry. I can give you my email. You can reach out to me on LOSD Catalyst. Please, you can just drop my email, because I prefer people sending an email, and there are a lot of things to attend to. Yeah. Like I said, you also have other program managers which you communicate with, and mostly the project managers for this program will be the one that's going to be handling the communication. You might not hear from me today; might be the last time you see me on this program for you. So, but most importantly, let's make valuable moments and good use of this training which we are going to be having. And it's just an exceptional training that you might be paying heavily for. If you are to attend a workshop series on maybe business of sustainable energy, or you are to attend but these are things that you are having free of charge. So please make the best of it and get to connect and learn further with your other co-participants. So, and I don't do WhatsApp too. So that's just, maybe I can also shock you on that. And I think that's just all for now. If there are other questions, please, the program managers will get to pick it up. And you can also send an email. But please, when you are sending an email, please be detailed. Whatever you are requesting for, the communication and engagement specialist is going to respond to you. Please, if you have any challenges, just like the one I read from Chancel the other time, I felt so, I'm very, very concerned about that, because I know they speak more of French and going forward. So please, Toluanini and Ramat, can you note that the French, not in English, so that those of us that can speak English, we can listen directly, and those who don't understand. Yeah, there are people that don't understand English, and yeah. So okay, let me just drop this. You can get to connect across every platform with ADF Africa, and everything that has to do with Sustainable Energy Accelerator. Okay, I believe it's been an amazing time this morning with each and every one. Thank you. Okay, I can still see some. So regarding the program, is it going to be virtual entirely? Yeah, the program is going to be virtual. And like even the conference we're having this year is going to be virtual. And regarding the ideation part, when it gets to the process, there's a guide that will be shared with you, which is going to help you to also, because there is a format you have to follow, not just for you to submit a proposal that is not in good order. So there are standards and procedures to that, and this will be communicated with you. All right, it's already 11 p.m. and we must not exceed the time. Thank you, each and everyone, and I appreciate every project in there on the call. We wish you a very productive engagement and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye for now.
Africa is richly endowed with significant energy resources, yet it accounts for only 3% of global renewable electricity generation capacity. A far-reaching, ambitious energy transition could increase economy-wide jobs by 3.5% to 2050, offering employment opportunities across the value chain that cover all skill levels. It could boost GDP by more than 6%, provide energy services to the 592 million people currently lacking access, and improve welfare across regions. These benefits are set out in the latest market analysis developed by the International Renewable Energy Agency in partnership with the African Development Bank. Policies that promote structural change and strengthen African countries' industrial capacities, develop local and regional value chains, address existing commodity and trade dependencies, and pursue education and skill building to forge a skilled workforce are vital. Accelerating investment is essential, as the continent currently only receives around 2% of global renewables investments. International cooperation, including South-to-South cooperation, is central to exchanging best practices, sharing technological know-how, and financing the transition. Decision makers need a bold vision and comprehensive approaches, such as an African Green Deal, to turn the possible socio-economic benefits of sustainable development into lived reality for all Africans.